Hey everyone, it's KR. Jared is napping somewhere, so I'm gonna let him do that. This video I wanted to make an entry on foster care, so I'm gonna do that. I guess I just wanted to talk about just leaving, just like leaving your home and like how that felt, I guess. And then we'll see where that goes from there. Who knows? It could go anywhere! That's how talking works. Okay, so the first time I was in the foster care system, I was sent away to a PMIC, but I don't really think the specifics matter because I'm just going to talk about how it feels to leave your home and the only life that you had known up until that point. And of course, as always, I can only speak from my own experiences. So I was 14 and it hurt so bad. And even though my home life wasn't good, like at all, it was mine, and it was my life, and it was what I had known. And everyone, whether it's bad or not, you kind of love what you know. It's kind of like the human experience. That's why change is so hard, because you kind of fall in love with what you're doing and where you're at, no matter what it is, kind of. And changing that is hard. So I just remember crying, like all the time. It hurt so much. And I just felt so hurt. And like a big part of me was just ripped away from the me that I always knew. And it took a long time to get over that, and I longed for my life before, and I longed for everyone in it, even though they were not good really to me. But when you're ripped away, at least initially, you're like, oh, they were the best. You kind of romanticize everything. And eventually I got used to it, and I realized that it was a bad situation and that they weren't gonna come and get me. So I got used to it, and I got used to never really getting used to anything because I just left all the time. When I was in the system, I wasn't anywhere for more than a year. And so I was in the system at 14, and I exited officially 18 and a half because I signed myself back in after I turned 18 so I could graduate high school. So I did. And I aged out June 8th, 2014. So I got used to never really being used to anything because my life just kept turning and twisting. And I'm really good at like not getting attached to any place, for better or worse. So I moved around a lot. Even before that, like I wasn't really attached to the place, I guess, because like I've talked about in at least one other earlier entry in the poverty journal, we were very poor, so we moved a lot. I've never lived any place longer than 3 years. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about how just the feeling, what it felt like when I was initially torn away from my family and put into the foster care system. And I hope if any of you can relate to that, you feel less alone. And if any of you can't, maybe, I don't know, open up your perspective on that a little bit. It's always great to learn new things and learn how other people's lives work different than ours. It's really good to know you guys, and I hope you guys have great days. Jared's still sleeping. It's only been less than 7 minutes. I hope you guys have good days. It's good to know you. Goodbye from Jay, wherever he is sleeping, and Kay, have nice days. Good to know you. Bye, guys.